Hey, what is up guys, Rock30 here. I'm back after 7 months to play Call of Cthulhu. I have been hyped about this game ever since I first heard about it, because I loved the book, well, story I guess is what you'd call it, but something that I have to tell you is, if you haven't read the book or the story called Call of Cthulhu, you need to. I don't think you need to read it to understand this game, and I don't think reading it will give you spoilers about the game, but it'll just kind of let you understand this kind of story. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. Fun fact, H.P. Lovecraft is insanely racist. Anyway, moving on. Got some bowels on the floor. Liking the atmosphere in this game. I played maybe 15 minutes in, and I loved it. I'm gonna slide up some items in order to interact with them. I cannot talk. Find the... no? There we go, that's how you do it. I assume you wouldn't use this to light things up. I assume you just use this to, you know, force back the... just force back the evil, in general.
In my wake, hold along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
I assume that this is Cthulhu that's talking to you right here, but I don't know.
Don't fight. You have been chosen. Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
Alright, so right off the bat we see that we're the stereotypical grizzled detective who is down on his luck and has resorted to drugs and whiskey. I'm not gonna drink yet. I am gonna drink. Apparently this will affect my destiny. I think that's kind of the this will have effects later on.
A good old
thing.
story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed the case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one could do against a private detective who's got proof against you. So, he's done some things. He used to be a good
Married
detective.
woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Alright.
I have business here to attend.
Yeah, just walk out. Okay.
I used to be an avid reader.
Used to be? Alright.
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage. Been too long since I've slept in a bed. I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. They swore they would put an end to the nightmares, but for a while now, their effect has been wearing off. Yep. It's kind of what sleeping pills do. Alright,
I'm
it's
listening.
phone time. Let's do it.
Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
So this was kind of a smooth transition into the character creation type thing. So there are 7. Took me a while to count that out. There are 7 stats. Strength, I'm probably not going to put too many points into that because, you know, what are we going to do? Punch Cthulhu to death? Yeah, not happening. I'm not sure why these are yellow. Are they yellow because I haven't done anything with them? Okay, I can't tell. But, yeah, medicine. Okay. Occultism, psychology, spot hidden. This is kind of like my perception. Social things, and investigating. And psychology. Well, I don't really want to go too far into occultism, because in Cthulhu lore and stuff, usually people go over the edge when they go too far into the occult. So I'm probably only going to put like that many points into it. I want to be like max on psychology. You know what? I'm not going to have any occultism. I am going to have a crap ton of investigation. Actually, wait, never mind. I didn't read what that did. So, not eloquence. I do want really good psychology, because I need to know what people are actually thinking. I feel like that would help me a lot. I can go a little bit into medicine. Who knows? Alright.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. On a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you stupid?
I'm coming.
So something you might notice right off the bat, the facial animations, they're worse than Skyrim. So,
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sara, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sara Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sara, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
It looks exactly like the dream that we had.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Oh, alright. Notebook time. I don't really feel like reading this off. I might later, but I'll just let you guys read it if you want. Alright, there we go. So, gotta review the files that this guy...
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
So, a shipping label. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out a part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police reports. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sara Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? Press cutting. Article written about the marriage of Sara and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Alright. This guy doesn't have much evidence of anything. Just has what the public wants, or wants him to know.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sara Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Where'd she live?
Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sara lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Mental frailty.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sara had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sara's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Could there perhaps be supernatural squid dragon aliens be involved? Could that maybe be a possibility? I don't know, maybe I'm grasping at straws.
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Alright, well,
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sara Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
he seems
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
He seems kind of like an ignorant old man. I think he's... I just don't think he wants to accept that it was an accident. Because, I mean, like, Cthulhu doesn't really start fires. Dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first volume lists all illnesses known to the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatments. Cool. Alright. Oh, that's how you, Okay, I got 2% from that book. Alright.
I used to be an avid reader.
Cool. So, I can probably increase my level in things by reading books a lot of the times.
Darkwater is off the coast
There we
of
go.
Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea or dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysteries and, yes, story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. There are a lot of things
All
I
I
can't
have to
pronounce.
do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Ugh. Jesus, look at that ceiling. Nasty. You got some serious water damage here, buddy. Alright. Don't ask why I wasn't disgusted at the, whale and shark corpses littering the entire cave during that dream, but that water damage on the ceiling. Ugh.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
Cool. Alright, well, let's head on out to Darkwater. Alright guys, I'm back. I haven't tested my recording software in a while, and I realized that My mic was only coming out of the left ear. Sorry, I fixed it. And I was really loud. I fixed it. Anyway, let's get it. Let's actually leave for Darkwater now. Onward to glory. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. So in the trailers and gameplay demos, this place looks cool as hell. Yeah. I wish that during the gameplay demo, the people would just shut up, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I'm not sure how long this first episode will be. I'll probably decide in editing. Might be an hour, 45 minutes, I don't know. Alright, let's enter madness. It's like Far Harbor from Fallout. Gotta say, that's a nice boat. Must be like 70% humidity. Walking around at night just gives you pneumonia.
We're almost there.
Alright, Captain. Actually, this is really similar to Far Harbor. Call of Cthulhu. I'm hyped. Far Harbor, you go there with a detective to a foggy island off the coast of Boston. Sorry, I'll stop talking about Fallout. Of course, everything is green in this game. Green, moist, and cold. Well, that's how Lovecraft liked it.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sara Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Alright, it sounded like this guy had a peg leg, but I was mistaken, I guess. Alright, Mr. Exposition. Have fun in your place. Stranded whale. Yeah, I'd rather not impale myself on these spikes.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Alright, what's popping over here?
Back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
Sweet.
Can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know. Or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah.
Omen?
He's gonna...
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not...
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
I kind of
Cops,
agree with
they
them.
can't understand.
Damn stupid
Medicine,
idiots.
okay.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
You can't understand.
Yeah,
You're not
I think I have a
sailors.
pretty good
It's a
idea.
sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Oh, really?
Don't put
Could it
that
be
beast
that
back in the
monster
water,
that I
you
talked about
shysters.
earlier? I don't know.
Can we sort this out? You can see he's half drunk.
There's nothing to sort out. Your chum...
Nothing for you
wanted to
here
stir
either.
us up.
Beat it.
But you can stay to watch if you want. You can pick up the pieces.
There's nothing for you here either. Beat it.
Alright. Have fun. Can I steal this, please? I need another lantern. I lost my last one. Maybe I never had it in the first place. Maybe we'll never know. Wow, nice pipe. Alright, well, let's go be a drunken idiot, I guess. On we go. Oh, alright.
Hey, be careful.
Maybe I should have put some points into strength. Alright, well, she's obviously an antagonist.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Hold the test eloquence. Hold the test strength. Let me check something. Can I seriously not go into my... okay. Sorry. I feel like this guy would respect strength. Either that or he'd say I'm an idiot. I don't know, let's go
You
for
saw
it.
it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway.
It's that
Anything
lady
else?
with the cigarette thing. I think I'll get a drink and then I'll ask for Warehouse 36, because people don't seem to like that. Let's just find out about Darkwater. Oh, hey.
The
Alright.
stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Did whale hunting really get that much money? Well, I guess they did use whale oil for everything.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Obviously, these guys are the kind of country superstitious type people. But why did she choose to live in Blackwater, Black Rock? Why did she choose to live here if she's some sort of famous painter? She part of the cult? She's probably part of the cult. Ooh, I'm a good psychologist. I think I'll do a good psychology thing.
You don't dare say a thing because you respect their memory. But that doesn't mean that you don't have a lot on your mind.
You're not a PI for nothing.
Yes.
Okay. I don't
That's
know what
why
it's
I
worth,
put it into
though.
psychology, not
But
strength.
Mrs. Hawkins, and she went to see her doctor very often.
She was sick.
Ah, I shouldn't have mentioned it to you. Forget it.
Oh, come on, man. Alright, fine.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Wait, did I just...
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she then.
Yeah.
I've got what I...
Anything?
So, I'm gonna order a drink.
Captain Fitzroy
and
told me
then
about a little
I'm gonna
pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah?
ask about the warehouse.
That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege,
come on.
and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
Aw, what an asshole. Alright, fine. Just give me my booze. Alright.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why
so
not?
it's her warehouse.
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night.
Well, they're
Screams,
idiot sailors,
that sort of
so...
thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Come on, man.
Captain
just give me
Fitzroy.
the
Oh,
drink,
yeah?
man.
Oh, come.
Drinking it? Anything else?
Ah, whatever.
That'll be all for now.
Alright. Let's go over these singing guys. They seem interesting.
The weather is rough, and the winds do blow. There's little comfort here. I'd sooner be snug in a dead fog of a drinking of strong beer.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's
like
true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the Miraculous Catch.
It's a local legend?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof.
Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report.
What report?
The one that's framed right behind you. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all
hunting.
disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Either that or Cthulhu
Until
killed
the
them all.
last, the biggest.
The one of the Miraculous Catch.
Exactly.
I
Alright.
bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
One that's framed?
The Miraculous Catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Chanty. What a name for a newspaper. The Scylla returns to port. We saw that ship. Shipwrecked on the island, or shipwrecked, I think. Maybe it was just docked in the fog when we were sailing in. We saw that in the cinematic. The Scylla returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales. The sea. Bro, H.P. Lovecraft's writing, I can't pronounce it. It's already being called the Miraculous Catch. Covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging over the side of the ship. Surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Okay. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshops, or storage activities. Contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Okay. I don't know what year it is right now. It's probably like 1890 something. Whenever Prohibition was. Special evening at the Stranded Whale to celebrate the return of our brave whalers. All the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with your friends to taste a Miraculous Catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. Alright.
And the doc.
Okay.
He laughed.
My God.
Member of Asylum staff. Of course there's an asylum on this island. This guy seems like he's not like the local.
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
Algernon Drake. Oh dear God, I can see in his mouth. Oh, let's not do that. So, what is on his hands? And he's flipping us off. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. I'm not gonna talk to her quite yet. See if I can do anything else. Can I apologize to this guy? No?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor.
Huh.
Interesting.
Okay. Alright, well, guess I'll talk to
What you looking
Cigarette
at,
Lady.
stranger?
Certainly put him away. I don't really want to hit on her. I don't really want to be condescending at all.
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
It was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to be...
Alright. Being kind of a bitch, but whatever. Alright, well that's that, I guess. Seems like I'm kind of blocked in this area. I'm gonna see if there's anything... What the hell is that thing? Please tell me that's just a statue. Okay, yeah, that's just a statue. I'm getting a headache from this. I don't know why. I think it's the motion blur. Like, what is that? It's so... Ugh. Yeah, it's like... Ugh. Oh, okay. So this is the post office, he said?
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreements are clear. Keep your men under control. Cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer. Just make your payment to the carrier. That is the mysterious woman. 100%. I will bet money on it.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
Yeah, say that right in front of the owner. Good job. Oh, of course. Alright.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Just rifling through his stuff right in front of him.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era.
Oh,
I guess
it's a
this
bank.
blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Oh, nice. Second volume teaches ethics and good practice to medical staff. Let's get that bread. Or medicine, medicinal knowledge. Whatever. That's the same thing as bread.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Of course he has a peg leg. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Okay.
What a macabre souvenir.
That's not how you pronounce macabre. Get out of here. Alright, it might be how you pronounce macabre. I don't know. Oh, sanity. Cool. Confident in your abilities in the Cartesian mind, you conduct your investigation by sticking with facts, fiction, perception, reality. Your conclusions are logical and reliable. Okay. That's interesting. So... Huh. Kinda want better investigation. Oops, did I just... No. There we go. I want better investigation. So, something cool about this game is not everything you find is related. Well, wealthy businessman, well respected in the Boston area. Charles Hawkins, okay. Very secretive life. Sara Hawkins. Owner of the bar. Alright. We don't know much about their son. Let's talk to this guy.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you.
Charles Hawkins. Who is he? I know I just read about him, but I didn't... Is this guy, right? Yeah, Charles Hawkins.
But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Alright.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo
There they
manifests.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's
Only a
all
few
I'll get
dates
from
are
it.
still legible. 1890, 1907, and partial date. Whereas the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? My best guess is the mysterious woman. Charles Hawkins. Celebrity in Darkwater. Right here. Oops. Mr. Marks. Okay, never mind. Because I was going to say, was Charles Hawkins the one selling the warehouse? But I assume that he was the one that bought the warehouse. This is interesting.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Okay. I think he's kind of the high social status, kind of the pillar of the community, I guess. Documents are unreadable. Let's talk about Darkwater. There's this Miraculous Catch. I saw the killer whale. Let's talk about that. I'm really curious about that.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance.
His brother?
I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Of course.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I actually do want to see that. Can I... Alright, I'm gonna see the wooden leg. I'm not sure if there's something more to this guy and his dad. So he was captain of the Scylla and they caught the Miraculous Catch. So the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Okay.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
Cut it up.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
Yeah.
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Cthulhu?
Give it a try.
Sorry.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
Maybe if I had a higher occult, I could learn about that, or I could keep talking. What is this
The Miraculous Catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Alright.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did
Mysterious
it or
woman?
why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Understood.
Great.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
Hawkins. I can lie. You underestimate me. Is this a game? It belongs to the Hawkins.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Alright.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and...
Cool. Consult diary. James Fitzroy. Alright. First glance, he seems kind of like the White Knight, but he definitely has secrets. Alright, cool. These guys have moved, so I can get on out there. Gotta say, I like this little shanty town here. Spot hidden skill. Let's see, detect item. Hidden item at a close range. Cool, couldn't read that. I assume it's like a radar. Blips faster if I get close. Okay, it's probably used for like gutting whales or some shit. Here, oh, here it is.
An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order.
It's wide, that's how I get it out.
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil.
Alright, cool. I want to find that hidden item. Ratchet device. Okay.
This ratchet device seems to be usable.
There. Is that the hidden item?
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
Oh, okay. I just got the hidden item. Good. Alright. I think once I get this puzzle done, I think I'm gonna be done.
I could use this old winch to lift the grating.
Let's do it. Probably the handle. Oh, it's all three. I'm gonna go examine that winch real quick, though.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
Yeah, I don't really like the, you know, the vomit color of the water, but whatever. Hold the
Looks
test.
like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle.
There we go. Oh, did I
Damn,
break it?
I broke it.
Shit. Oh well. Yet another mystery that remains unsolved. I really want to see where that is, though. Alright, well, unfortunate, but I really want to know.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf.
Scared me.
You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
A mysterious woman. Let me through. I had no idea.
Has the cat got your tongue?
You've
She's
come
cat.
for a fight. What I've got to
She's
say
cat.
won't change a thing.
You're a quick learner. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Alright, let's kick her ass. So you're cat.
Is your name Cat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Oh, freaking kick me in the nuts. Don't do that. No shithead.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
You gonna push me down into that grate area?
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Alright, cool. So she tossed me over here. Alright. Hello, gentlemen.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth
Someone
to the
defaced
statue.
the statue or something?
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to Darkwater?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on.
Nothing.
Sorry, usually I skip dialogue after I've read it. I'll try not to do that in this series.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly?
You wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do.
St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
I knew it.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat.
It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't it a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here.
Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here.
So we drink.
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll
Alright.
see you later.
Have fun with your booze. Let's see if improving my medical skill did
Stupid
anything.
idiots.
What could have done so much damage?
You can't understand.
Nope.
You're not
Alright,
sailors.
cool.
It's a sign. There's something.
I want to see what they did to the statue, and then I'll leave it at that for this episode. Oh, hey. Picking some locks.
Damnation. I broke it. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Damn. I'm crappy at everything. Aw, come on. Wait a second. Wait a second. This doesn't look like English. Alright. St. Brendan, the Navigator. Occultism.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
I need better occultism.
I've no idea.
I hope that, like, if I leave the area and come back, I can reinvestigate all these things. Well, anyway, guys, I've procrastinated. It's like 1 in the morning and I cannot talk. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. If you liked it, be sure to leave a like. And, yeah. It'll show me that you definitely want more of this. I want more of this. Definitely. Anyway, guys, peace out.